What is going on, everybody? My name is Dictator Shadow, and welcome to another episode on the Bagel SMP. Bit of a shorter episode today because if you can tell by the sound of my voice, I am very sick. I've been sick for the past week. I took a test today, and I've not gotten the results back, but I am pretty sure that I am going to test positive for COVID. But don't worry about me. It's just minor symptoms for me. I'm going to be okay, hopefully. Knock on wood. And anyways, let's get into the video. So I am wearing visors instead of my sunglasses because I've downloaded a mod that gives me holograms and a 3D schematic of a building, basically a blueprint. And the reason for that is for the nether tree farm that I built, I need a very large, very efficient bone meal farm. And I found a design created by a YouTuber called Dark. And over here, this is what the hologram looks like. And this is the world download that Dark made. So I am building only a 2-layered bone meal farm. He has multiple options. You can see that one looks like a cyberpunk skyscraper. So that is the reason I've chosen this design. It just looks really cool and it's very efficient. But I don't need that many buildings of a farm. I don't need it to be that tall. So I'm just going to build the 2-layer one and then do the outer walls all the way down so it looks taller. So I wasn't actually able to get a time-lapse of me building it because of all the resources required to build it. So this is what it actually looks like. You can see that it generates moss, and then the moss goes down this cool ice path, goes up, and then it goes into the composters. Half of the bone meal goes back into the farm to make more moss, and the other half goes into this hopper splitter that evenly splits the bone meal into left and right for the nether tree farm. And I think fitting with the kind of cyberpunk theme, I have a renewable tree farm, but it runs on explosives, and it basically has its own engine that builds the farm. So it's like renewable and green, but not really. This is kind of random, but I needed tinted glass for the bone meal farm, and I had this time lapse I made, and I just think it's really cool looking. So yeah, here it is, all of them growing. It looks really nice. Anyways, with that project officially done, I decided it was time to get started on the second building in our big city, and I found this really cool ramen shop design by the YouTuber called Freedom, and of course, link to Freedom and Dark's videos will be in the video description as always. But yeah, he had a super detailed, very futuristic, with a bunch of neon lights, all the cool iron and lightning rods being used here, and just the actual detail in the finished build here, as you'll start to see, is really phenomenal. I really loved how it looked, and I just really wanted it to have in my city. The next thing I did, because I'm sick, I just didn't feel like doing something super big and major in this episode, so I started planning out the city a little bit more. I have some blueprints for roadways you can see, and then in between the roadways I put a bit of 3D frames for where I think the buildings should go in different heights and different structures. And yeah, we'll work on more of that next episode. I just wanted to get a layout so that I can start planning more in my creative world. Last thing for this week, me and Dig built a Piglin Bartering farm because we have a gold farm and we didn't really have a use for our gold ingots yet. And I needed a bunch of blackstone for my city, and Dig needed a bunch of quartz for his mega base that he is planning. So yeah, we threw this all together. This took like I think 6,000 chests or something crazy to make all the hoppers and the double chests themselves. The storage system is just absolutely insane. This specific farm runs off of 24 piglins, and getting them in there was a real pain because the hoglins kept spawning, and then the hoglins and piglins didn't want to fight each other. They just wanted to fight me. But I got there eventually. I established a rhythm. And if you guys are ever doing this in your world, the piglins with swords are way easier to manage. But yeah, here's the farm working. All of the items get pushed out of that little leaf area where the piglins are, and they get pushed along the line of ice and hoppers, and everything goes into that huge storage system. It's really satisfying, and we had a lot of fun building it. And that is where I'm going to have to end it today. My voice hurts. Thank you guys for watching, and sorry for the shorter video, but yeah, I'm very sick. So I will see you guys when I'm feeling better. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.